As a police officer, what's the one call that will be with you forever? When I was with a local sheriff's department, I was a member of a newly created child abuse task force. It included me, a member of the DA's office, a member of the Child Advocacy Center, and a city detective. We would all go on calls in cases of suspected child abuse or neglect. Most were found to be not actually child abuse. We went on one that was the most devastating we had investigated up to that time. The house had no power or water and there was trash everywhere. Kitchen full of trash, rotting food, dishes piled up in the sink. The living room had no floor, it was down to dirt. There was one child there, a young girl of 7 years old that looked horrible, dirty, bruises, and tangled hair needing care. She appeared to be afraid of us. The mother was not there, she'd gone to another residence down the street. She got back while we were there and was obviously upset to find us there. She had fresh track marks on her arms and appeared to be high. We decided to take the little girl for the child's safety. She had very little experience with people other than her mother, and whomever she brought home. She was placed into a great foster home, an actual good one. I checked on her as I could but then kind of lost contact with her. Fast forward 11 years, one day, I got an invitation to a graduation. Wasn't sure at that time who it was from, but the request asked that if I could make it, to please come in uniform. I went and found a seat. There was a beautiful young lady at the podium and suddenly, the story she was telling was very familiar. She then asked me to stand and come to the podium. She continued her story and everything came flooding back. She then thanked me for saving her life. She strongly felt that if we hadn't taken her that day, she would probably have died in that home. She never has contact with her mother and never knew her father, but she grew up with a loving foster family who ended up adopting her. She is an adult now and living a good life.